Well, the shelters are playing a key role, and there is one behind me that is very important for folks here in Linwood. Meantime, it's not just the frigid temperatures that are dangerous out here. It's also the icy conditions. You can see where snow has melted earlier in the day, and it's now turned to black ice right there. You can see it in the sheen of the street lamps, and this is very slippery if you're on foot or if you're driving as well. Meantime, the cold weather shelter behind me clicks in at about 34 degrees. So across Snohomish County, when the temperatures drop to that degree, then all of these cold weather shelters open. We spoke to one man who wanted to remain anonymous, but wanted to share his story. He told us that the shelter here is a lifeline. Volunteers at the South County Cold Weather Shelter in Linwood say they expect to feed and house at least 20 to 30 people overnight. We talked to a shelter guest who usually sleeps in his car.
I turned my car for like an hour, so I burned a lot of gas.
He says the shelter's a lifesaver.
I was just kind of churched, and then with the volunteer that help us, we're going to die on the street, and a lot of people are going to suffer, a lot.
You can get frostbite before you know it.
Vice President of Programs for Volunteers of America, Chris X, says the warming shelter is a crucial part of the community response.
There is such a huge need. As we all know, the homeless situation is growing in our region and, especially in South County.
Tyler Verda with Snohomish County Human Services estimates shelters like this will house around 150 people countywide Thursday, with volunteer shuttles helping to get them here, along with free transit.
Community transit has, in response to this weather system, is providing no fare rides to or from cold weather shelters. So today through the 16th, community transit is helping folks get to the shelters.
Nathan MacDonald with the City of Linwood says city crews will also be working to keep roads clear.
Our crews are going out tonight to monitor conditions, to de-ice using our salt brine mixture. We're planning to do that nightly through the weekend.
He asks that if you do see plows on the road, give them space.
At least 75 feet or so. That way they can do their job well and properly.
Back at the shelter, the guest we spoke with had a message for volunteers.
Thank you for everything.
So some very grateful folks staying here tonight. And Verda says there are 6 shelter spaces like the one behind me that have opened across Snohomish County tonight. He says they are offering more than 200 beds to those in need. Meantime, X says that the shelter here will stay open overnight. Then it will shut down at around 8 a.m. tomorrow for cleaning and reorganizing. It will reopen again at 7 o'clock, 7:30 Friday night. And she expects that this shelter will continue with that process and stay open through Tuesday. Reporting live in Linwood, Jennifer Dowling, Fox 13 News.